Last meeting, we never finished on leadership. So we were looking at how do you stand out as a leader? 5 ways that you can be able to stand out as a leader. And this brought in the reflection of either both political leaders, business leaders, the likes of the late Steve Jobs, the likes of our own local Equity CEO, James Mwangi. What what are some of the things that probably has made them become better leaders? And one of the things is to lead with empathy. Somebody who is empathetic to their employees and at the same time fearlessness, the ability to go against the grain. When people say we need to do this way, you have a different opinion and you pursue it. And also, it has been noted that leaders who make a huge difference and stand out are leaders who are able to harness their anger and use it as a strength to be able to lead a team. So, some of the ways you find these leaders standing out differently is a concept we call falling off the bicycle. I remember when I learned cycling, I was a young man. My dad had bought, we used to call it size 28 back in the rural areas. And because he was working from far, he would only come maybe once in a month. We'd remove it from where it had been hidden. We take it to the road. We go onto it and we ride, we fall down, we hurt ourselves, we hit the fences of the neighbors. And little by little, kinch by kinch, we were able with my brothers to learn how to ride a bicycle. So you learn how to ride a bicycle by falling off the bicycle. Similarly, leadership is a matter of putting yourself out there to lead, and you fail. You fall off. So the next time you are attending a meeting, probably it's a management meeting, speak out. Volunteer to lead a project nobody wants to lead, which looks like it is going to fail. I remember I joined an NGO some times back, and nobody wanted to be in a region that I was given because it had very low penetration abilities in the projects we were doing. But today is a success. So you'll be willing to fall off the bicycle by putting yourself out there as a leader. Secondly, another thing that makes you stand out as a leader critically is boost others. You can't do business or leadership alone. You need a team around you. Praise others. When they do a good job, praise. We normally say praise in public and reprimand in private. So when you praise others, they also praise you. You lift each other up as a team. And people who sail will tell you that rising tides carry many ships. So when you are praised, of course your ego is up and you put in the effort. You are not being praised just for the sake of being praised. So you boost each other's morale and you achieve more as a team. Thirdly, another way of standing out as a leader is the ability to say no. Warren Buffett one time shared his diary with Bill Gates. And Bill Gates was shocked to see that his diary was virtually empty. And he shared that he has the ability to say no to so many things. And he ended up doing what you call the important, not the urgent, the important. Remember your quadrant 2 time management matrix, where we say some things are urgent, they are important. Yes, they are crying, they are emergencies, but there are things that are not important. They are not urgent, but they are important. That is what you call quadrant 2. So you spend, according to Warren Buffett, you tend to spend a lot on that particular area because that is very, very important. You ensure you spend on quadrant 2. Very, very important. Very, very important on that. Then lastly, and remember to keep focused. Avoid burnout. Avoid burnout. Remain focused. Lastly, for you as a leader to stand out, you need to look at your adventures. not your deals not as failures but adventures. And people, when they are most stressed, when they are willing to pick up projects that make them and challenge them, they grow. So those ordeals that you feel they are ordeals, they are not actually ordeals, they are adventures. So finally, consider in action as a failure. Anytime you don't take an action against something you need to do, you have failed yourself. And you'll find finally at the end of the day you have not achieved much. So show up, go in, fail, but you also accomplish as a leader. The very best. We meet in the next session.